Hey there. Sorry it's been so long. Just a quick note, really. The past few months have been filled with amazing highs and devastating lows and everything in between. And ain't that life, right? I lost I lost my uncle, my uncle Andy, who was the last male figure of authority in my life as I was growing up. I haven't spoken to him in quite some time. Just logistics and life got in the way. Busy living and doing other things, and it seems. But the family reached out to me, and I am sorry to see him go. And it hit me more than I thought it would, to be honest. He was a very strong man, one of the strongest I've ever known. Crucial to my growing up and my development. He was a Marine. He was a father and a grandfather and all around decent, good human being. And even though we haven't spoken in a while, I feel the loss. I feel that he is gone. Day right after that, I had a very close friend decide to take her own life. Decided that was the only way she had out, and she left a note that I was mentioned in, thanking me for my friendship and for trying so hard for her. And then she took her exit, and I have been dealing with the feelings and the repercussions of that. Yeah. So feeling fairly low, and 3 people in my life reached out a hand, quite without knowing that I needed one. Just felt that maybe they could be a friend for a moment. I know I've been dark, and maybe that was part of it. My own demeanor has been dark. I've been kind of down in the pit for a while. Striving, to lift people up and doing what I do and embracing my art and dealing with my business, and which has been fantastic, by the way. Better than in quite some time, and I'm very grateful for that. But my friend Sarah reached out and offered words of comfort and held my hand for a while and let me know that as dark as I could get, or sometimes in my darkness, I get very dark. I push people away. Anyway, she reached out anyway, and took just a few minutes to talk and to listen, even when I was ranting and quite frankly being kind of mean. She listened and she understood, and she held me for that, and I'm grateful. As she was getting ready to leave, I got 2 packages in the mail, and very mysterious, to get unexpected packages. Nothing that I ordered and anything, but they showed up right at that exact time. And the first one I opened was from my friend River. River's back in North Carolina, and back in the day, back in the Renaissance Festival days, she would often be backstage while I was, and we both took a lunch break around the same time, and both of us had a love for the baked potatoes that the Renaissance Festival carried, and it's been kind of a joke, or a friendly, thing between the two of us to exchange potato jokes. Yes, there are potato jokes, and say, enjoy your potato. It was a way of our saying I love you, right, to each other. So I got a potato in the mail. Enjoy your potato, from my friend River. Just being silly and finding a place that would deliver a message handwritten on a potato. And that made me smile. That brought my spirit back even further. And then the other package was from my friend Mick. Mick is in South Carolina. Mick is having a tough road of his own right now. So is River. I mean, everybody has their own, and it seems that some are much harder than others in perspective on what I'm going through versus what they're going through, and their own ability to love and to reach out means the world. But Mick is a fan of my show. Mick is a friend long before he was a fan. He admires the work that I do, and I admire the work that he does. He works for a Disney resort and is a storyteller, and I could go on all day. At the end of my formal show, I sing a song from the Muppet movie that was sung by Gonzo the Great, who's my favorite Muppet, Gonzo the Great. Mick found a gentleman who carves drawings onto quarters and then auctions them off to help himself live. He travels the country, this guy, with his dog, Doc, and let me pull up because I've got his name. I'll pull it up. David Raymond, and his dog Doc. They travel the country, and he carves things into quarters and auctions them off and makes his living that way. And it just so happened in this particular case, David carved Gonzo onto the face of a quarter. Let's see if I can get this where you can see it. Well, that seems to be good. Hand carved onto a quarter. And Mick bid on that because of me. And he packaged it up, wrote me an amazing little note, and tucked that in, and sent it along too. Going through some really hard times. Harder than this. Yes, I'm devastated. Yes, I've had some loss, and I've been through worse. I've been through much worse and came through it. But I got reminded by 3 beautiful, gifted, loving friends that I matter, that I'm worth taking a moment to reach out to, that I'm worth a potato and a quarter, and that they believe in the work that I do, in the heart that I put out there. So, Sarah and Mick and River, I love you too. Thank you for being in my life. You're really not alone. There's times when it's going to feel like you are. There's times when it's going to be just an absolute rocky, rough, tough place. But there's love all around you. I hope, as I always say, I hope there's love where you are that you can recognize. If you're seeing this, I'm grateful for you. I'm sending you love. I've certainly got quite a lot of it to give and to send. And I'm right here, I wanted to make this as a way of saying thank you, specifically to those 3 friends. There are others of you online who have reached out and have sent me notes. Andy and Max and Bob, Robert, all of you that on a daily basis check up on me and make sure that I'm okay. And holy cow, I can't believe that I'm wealthy with friends like you. I mean, I could go on all day. Just my roommates Eddie, Rob, and Lily. You guys are phenomenal. It's these specific things that I wanted to address today. I am grateful for every single one of you. Don't get me wrong. If I took 10 hours on here, I couldn't thank all of you. This and this and this. It changed everything. It made it better. It turned the darkness. Someone switched a light on in my darkness, and I'm glad it was you. And of course, I'm going to pay it forward. Anyway, I'm rambling, and I didn't come here to ramble. I came here to say thank you. So, thank you, and I love you. And for everybody else out there, I do hope there's love where you are.